what I should do is a week before classes start, I should copy the entire collected set and then give them on day 1 of class, each student, a complete packet for the entire semester. You know what the unexpected result was? The unexpected result was that about half a dozen students wrote on their evaluation questionnaires at the end of the semester, Professor Mazur lectures straight from his lecture notes. Hello? I mean, what was I supposed to do? Develop another set of lecture notes to lecture from that was different from the lecture notes I handed out? I was livid. But you know, the students had a point. I was focusing on information transfer. So that begs the question, is that what education is? Is education merely the transfer of information? I see quite a few shake no. Does anybody want to disagree? Anybody who believes that education is just a transfer of information? I supervise. You what? You supervise? I supervise. I see. Well, I think that there's more to it. Because if it was just a transfer of information, we wouldn't have to lecture really, right? We could just videotape, we could use the Khan Academy books, any other approach to transfer the information, and we could go on doing other things. And as we all know, that doesn't work. Because something really important is missing. And the first inkling I got was when I started to test my students about some really basic things they should have mastered early in the course and discovered they did not. So what's the result of lecturing? The result is, and there's ample evidence of this, if I'm not presenting any data today because I want to get to some more exciting new stuff, but there's ample evidence that there is a lack of learning fundamental aspects. It's mostly parroting back information that students can do, even at a school like mine with a very select group of students. They learn to parrot back the information. And other researchers have shown that there's a lack of retention. Not only a lack of retention of students in certain majors, like science and math, but also a lack of retention of the knowledge. I mean, think of your own education. Think of something, some course, not one of the best, nor one of the worst, but an average course. Try to remember one of the many courses you took. One that you really have to strain to even remember the title. And then ask yourself, how much of the content of that course and how many of the skills that were supposedly trained in that course have you retained? I mean, I should actually have set up a question so that you could have entered it, but I'd be surprised if we get much above 20%. I mean, I think 20% would be really good. I can think of lots of courses in my own education where I remember absolutely nothing. Well, I do remember the title and I vaguely remember the instructor, but it's all gone.